those of you who don't know me, I am Nancy Kay. Most of the time I am not on this side of the camera, which I kind of prefer. I'm usually upstairs running the media that you see on Sunday mornings, but for today I'm going to switch gears and put on the hat that I have on most days, which is the science hat. So some of my background, which I feel compelled to give my credentials for a situation like this, is I have a bachelor's of chemistry from Cal Poly Pomona. I also have a master's of science in criminalistics from Cal State LA. I currently have spent, I'm coming up on my 7th year of working for a local area crime lab. I specifically do toxicology work. So with my background in chemistry and a strong stomach, we help do all the DUIs in the county. We work with the coroner. I work with a lot of really gross stuff. I want Eric to still keep me around, so I didn't bring any blood today. We didn't bring any bodily fluids. So we're gonna do some other science demos that I would like to show you all. I don't make any promises they all work the way we expect them to, but we're gonna have some fun. However, since I know what I expect all of these to do, my reaction's not going to be the same. So I called in some help because I want some real reaction, because unfortunately we can't do this in person. I can't be here to show these things for you live, call people up to help me out. So I used a phone a friend. So I brought in my friend, who most of you know and love, Jessica Lawrence.
Hi.
So she's going to be helping me out. She's going to be doing some of the things for me. She's going to be watching me do some of the things. And she's here for reaction because we're friends right now. Let's check back in 20 minutes. So what we're going to do first is I have here, if you can see, this is a giant block of dry ice. So dry ice is not the water ice you get out of your fridge. Dry ice is a solid block of carbon dioxide. So that's the stuff, breathe in the oxygen, that's the good stuff, breathe out the carbon dioxide, this is solid. One way that it's different than regular ice is that carbon dioxide goes through a process called sublimation. So it goes straight from a solid to a gas. We don't get to do the liquid phase. So that's all this like...
So it doesn't melt?
It doesn't melt.
Okay.
No, it sublimates.
I'm going to ask so many questions. I already have so many questions, but
Good.
I'm trying to hold them back until...
And I hope they're the questions that you guys have at home too. So the sublimation process is really fun. It's also from experience of all the burns that are possible, heat, chemical, and cold, one of the worst, because you're lured into this false sense of, oh, I'm fine. And then everything hurts. So yeah, so you can touch it.
Oh, really?
Do it. Touch it. Don't grab it. Don't pick it up.
Like, don't touch it for a long period of time?
Yeah, like don't hold it, but you can touch it.
Oh.
It's really cold.
I always thought you couldn't. Okay. Learning so many things.
There we go. First thing learned. So a fun thing, as we've already accidentally done, is the sublimation process is we're just creating a gas of carbon dioxide. So if you ever get this at home, don't put it in an enclosed fridge because we're going from this expanding straight to a gas. So the block of ice is about this big. The amount of gas is going to fill up a room 100 times that size.
Okay.
Yes. So granted, it won't explode anything, but you'll wonder why your freezer door is popping open for no reason. But with that gas, the gas that's coming off the carbon dioxide is heavier than the normal oxygen, nitrogen stuff that you're breathing in, breathing out every day. Don't stick your face in here and try to breathe it. Okay?
Note to self.
Note to self. Not great. But because it's a little heavier than air, kind of like you saw once, got a bunch of candles right down in front. So since it's heavier, you can take that gas, pour it out, and put out candles. My lovely assistant. So we know that we can use the gas to put it out. What I brought Jessica to do today is we're going to light the dry ice on fire.
I was asking about this earlier.
I know you were. So
Yay.
Jessica has a box of matches. We have the dry ice. She has practiced, although I really missed her first time trying to light.
It would have been really funny to have that on camera.
It would have been good. So you're going to take it, you're going to light it, and just bring it to the front. You bring it wherever you want. Just try to light it on fire.
And you're not going to tell me what's going to happen first?
Nope.
All right. This is Jessica trusting Nancy. Oh, that didn't work.
Actually, you're playing tomorrow, right?
Yes. No. Yes.
Okay. Real quick. Before we do that, let's...
Should I be afraid?
What did I tell you when you showed up today?
That I can trust you?
Yes.
Okay, are
Yes.
these flame retardant?
Nothing is going to hurt you.
Then why am I putting gloves on?
I just gotta make sure the money makers are safe for service tomorrow. Look like you have small hands like me.
I do have small hands.
Good.
Okay,
Just in case. Just in case.
guys. Ow. Okay, wait. Maybe don't leave this part.
This will be for the blooper reel.
Jessica can't put gloves on. Okay. All right.
All right, you good? You ready?
I
Yeah.
feel like I should get my hair out of the way.
There we go. There we go. Actually, wait.
Yes.
Yeah, your hair should be fine. Let's make sure. I mean, you did your makeup. Your mascara should be dry. I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure that you're good.
Yes, actually, I love this idea. I feel very cool. I feel like
So now
I
she looks
fit-
like the scientist.
I feel like I fit into your world now. Oh, this is exciting.
I couldn't find a lab coat.
Oh, man, that would
I
be
know.
so cool.
I'm sorry. Let me
Okay,
get
can
you
I
a-
light this now?
Yes.
Like, wait, let me try again.
What'd you do?
Wait. I'm not very good at this. Oh, something tells me this is what's supposed to happen. But I'm gonna do it again.
Okay. Someday you'll get it right. That
No?
was wonderful.
Okay, so I'm assuming there's science behind this.
There is. So you remember how we tilted it and we put out all those candles?
Yeah, that should have
Yeah.
gave me an indication.
So in order to actually have a fire, you need a fuel source, you need heat, and you need oxygen.
Oh,
Which one did we cut out?
I'm assuming oxygen. Wait, is
It's all
that
the
what
fun
this is?
stuff that we dumped on here to put these flames out.
Yeah.
You're never going to light this on fire because we're going straight to non-oxygenated gas, which is what you need for fire to happen.
Okay. So this
She's
is,
forgiven me for part one.
yeah, I need to take these off. I'm so sweaty.
But-
I want to keep the glasses on.
All right, I'm gonna let you do this.
let me
This is
do
the part that
this.
she's
This is
gonna.
gonna be fun. I know what happens now.
Okay, good.
Do I pour it right on top though, or do I need to pour it like? It
Well,
doesn't matter.
which sounds more fun?
Well, if you're just gonna let me do whatever sounds fun, okay,
Then
can I go?
right on top. Knock yourself out.
Oh, this is exciting. I feel like this is perfect for October.
Here we go. In the 100 degrees it is in the room that we're
Right.
filming in. There we go.
This is so cool.
So we get extra like moat effects, but eventually as this goes, there's actually going to be real chunks. You can see, you can't see it at
Whoa.
home, but the water that we poured on there as part of it, the dry ice is that cold that it will create normal ice as part of it. And Jessica is entertained for the rest of the day.
I could sit here all day. Question though. So what technically happens to the water? It automatically evaporates and that's what this is?
No,
Or
so
does it sit at the bottom?
this is your dry ice. All of this right here.
Oh, hey.
Water at the bottom.
You can touch the water.
You can touch the water.
Is it cold? Is it like iceberg cold?
Stick your hand in there and find out.
This is sorry.
So there we go. That's dry ice. You can find it cheap at ice places if you want to play around with it at home. Again, play with it with your
Safety
kids.
first.
Safety first. Don't let anybody hold it for a while. Here's our little ice cube
Whoa!
that you dumped on top.
That's so cool.
There you go. That's regular ice.
I essentially just made snow. I would just
Made
like,
snow.
in 90-something degree weather.
Southern California.
I'm gonna do this again. Okay.
All right. And break. Yeah, I mean, I can just light stuff on fire because that's cool. Good. So for this one, like I said, I'm not doing this for kids. I want to light as much stuff on fire and, you know, as much as we can.
It's fine.
So-
we have dry ice. It'll put it out.
Yeah,
We got 2 hours.
We
Yeah.
learned that in our last experiment.
put out the
We're
fires.
fine. With ice water here, we're good.
So what we have here is a pie tin. I'm hoping to return to its owner without damage. Sand. we've got a little white mixture on top. Is a mixture of powdered sugar and baking soda. And then there's lighter fluid soaking the sand because why not? So if you've ever, done some of the fun fireworks and stuff on the 4th of July, there's those fun ones that don't ever snap, crackle, and pop. They just kind of sit on the floor and they just create those little poop
They were
snakes.
like those snake things.
Yeah, little poop snakes. We're gonna do one at home.
Yes. We're creating fireworks. I would just like to point this out. Okay,
Good.
what am I doing?
Light on fire. Light around the sand. We're gonna spin it. Light on
I've got
fire.
my safety glasses on. Oh, hey.
Oh, hey, that one caught nice and quick. That's what happens when you find lighter fluid.
Is that enough?
It's on fire, so yeah.
Now we just watch it.
And now we just watch it. So it kind of, some of the things you don't get to experience. It kind of smells like lighter fluid, but the powdered sugar burning also kind of smells like marshmallows, which is wonderful. The flame is nice and big because, right, as long as I don't catch the microphone on fire, I will be forgiven.
Ooh.
So,
Doing weird things.
now it's starting. So,
Now, it kind of looks like it kind of makes sense. It looks like when you toast a marshmallow really, really like the sugar, how it
Yeah.
But it's growing.
so what's happening? I don't exactly know what
Flame is moving.
baking powder or the baking soda does, but what it's doing, it's catching the sugars on fire. It's using the lighter fluid as a fuel source, but you can see the little guys growing around here, and they'll get going more because we tested this one. I had no idea if it was going to work or not. But those little guys are going to grow, and they're going to grow, and they're going to grow. And essentially what that is just pure carbon. Through whatever reaction is happening in there, you're getting carbon. So other things that you might have at your home that are pure carbon is your charcoal, your coal that you're going to be using for your barbecue. So nice little black porous pillows. And if you take that and you put it under a lot of years of pressure and heat and you increase the density, you get a girl's best friend. What's a girl's best friend? I know, we don't have them. Diamonds.
Ah, okay.
Diamonds. So diamonds, your charcoal.
So theoretically, you could take this and turn it into a diamond.
Theoretically, if it is pure carbon,
Yeah.
and we had
not
very
probable,
expensive equipment,
but,
and a lot of heat,
I have a pre-diamond right here.
we're growing diamonds in the church.
Yes.
So this one's fun because this will
So
just
this is
burn.
just gonna go for not ever, but is it essentially, does it go until the sugar is all burnt?
I believe that's what
Okay.
it's using mainly.
Okay.
Lighter fluid kind of keeps it going, gets it started because my first ignition source of ethanol didn't work. Didn't go well. But can you get a zoom in on that? Got a nice little bonfire going.
We should have brought marshmallows. I could have sat here with the marshmallow.
Marshmallows and dry ice pond.
Yes.
What else do you need?
Diamonds.
Diamonds.
This is so weird. I wish you could get a super, super close up to see how it moves.
Oh, ask and ye shall receive.
Interesting.
All right, I'm hoping I don't put this out.
Expose it to more of the sugar. Yes.
There we go. Got some more guys growing in there. Keep lighting the spoon on fire.
Woo!
No fire. At least not where I don't want it.
Oh, look at that one over there on that
go.
side. That's so cool. You can literally see it looks like it's just taking over the sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Excuse me, carbon. And the sand is purely there to make it not set on fire.
I think, yeah, the sand is your vessel to hold the lighter fluid.
So could you have done this, but sprinkled the sugar and baking powder across so there was more surface for it to light instead of doing it in the middle?
Probably. This is what the almighty Pinterest told me to do.
Ah. Pinterest.
Yeah, usually when I do science, I have access to, $100,000 pieces of equipment. I'm not usually rifling through my pantry at 7 o'clock in the morning seeing what I can find.
I could watch this all day.
Let's see what we got on the other side. Here, give me your hand.
It feels like styrofoam.
Mm-hmm.
Weird. That is interesting. Ah! Well, made a mess.
And messy.
And messy, but it feels cool. I just want to play with it. Does carbon light on fire? I guess that's a stupid question.
I mean, you can get charcoals
I
and stuff to light on fire. It'll maintain it.
Alright.
Okay, cool. So that's gonna burn. This is one that you can do at home. Hopefully, I've communicated with you somehow to have these things ready, but there's 2 ways that you can do this next one. So the way I'm going to do it is I have a bowl of water. Doesn't matter what type of bowl. If you only have a plate, use a plate. Put some water on it. Black pepper. Ground black pepper. Doesn't have to be super fine. I don't know how it works with the chunky stuff. Try it and let me know. And soap. You don't need this much. This is what we have.
Do you have to have dish soap or can it be like laundry soap?
Try it and let me know.
Okay.
I don't think it matters. Science. So I'm doing it one way. Jessica is going to do the same demo, but another way. So if you have it, get some milk, but get some high fat content milk. So this is whole milk.
Good stuff.
The good stuff. If you have whipping cream, if you have buttermilk, something that's high, don't get the low fat stuff. Save that for your coffee in the morning. High fat. You get that? You want it to be fun? Food coloring, take your pick, whatever makes you happy. Soap. We'll be sharing the soap. So just start prepping yours. So you're going to pour in, because this is all the milk we have, pour in about half of it. Cool. Looks good.
Okay.
And because you are the artsy one in this pairing, pick your color scheme and put 3 or 4 drops of whatever colors you want around the bowl.
Okay. I'm going with blue first. My hands are going to be so messy after this.
Good.
Because I can never do
Science.
this. Science.
You took the gloves off. You had them.
I know. Look at that's already on. I want to make purple.
Do it.
Do they have to be in drops? Or like can they mix?
No, it doesn't matter.
Like can I put the red on top of the blue?
Sure. All right.
It's going to be a very red purple, but that's fine. Is that enough? Is that it?
Give me a green because I like green.
Oh, but in purple it's going to make brown.
Science isn't pretty, Jessica.
But art is. All right, we got
There we go.
2 greens in there.
2 greens in there. I am going to add a little bit of pepper to the top of what I am doing. If you want to make it,
Looks kind of cool.
looks kind of cool already.
It's artsy in itself.
So you want to make it a nice thick layer, cool. If you want to do a nice thin layer, cool. Depends on how much pepper you have.
By the way, I have no idea what is going on here.
Wonderful.
So I'm in just as much suspense as you are.
Yes. So now what we're going to do, pull a little soap on your finger.
Oh.
Pull soap on your finger. Oh, not over the thing.
Oh, sorry. Is
You're
that
ruining
enough,
it.
or does it need more?
Sure. You have some on your finger?
Yeah.
Nice and light, greasy, slippery?
Yeah.
All right. Now for the magic.
Okay.
One finger. You can do this one on your kids. You can do this one however much you want. And you're just going to take one finger. We'll have you wait.
Okay.
And I'm just going to do one finger
Whoa! It's magic.
right in.
Weird.
Soap on your finger.
I mean, it's.
Cool. All right.
Let me know when I can go.
Straight down the middle. There we
What
go.
happens if I swirl it around?
We'll keep it in the middle and let's see if we can get some dancing going. There we go.
Oops, I moved it.
Now try. You have some on your middle finger or on your thumb. Try against one of the sides.
what side would work best?
I don't know,
Over here?
wherever there's food coloring still.
I just want to do this. You know what I feel like this reminds me of? You know when you get like when you eat like fruity pebbles and at the end your milk.
Milk
will,
water?
Like, oh, look at the red on this. That's so cool.
So Jessica's trying to make it happen again.
Again.
Seriously, try this. This is super easy. Like you don't need much, and it's so cool.
It is
It's
fun.
very mesmerizing.
Yes. So
Like-
what is happening for both of ours is putting the soap in there or putting it on your finger with having the pepper floating on top or with having the food coloring floating on top. When you put that soap on your finger and you put it in there, it changes the surface tension of the water. And so it essentially thins it out. And that's what causes the pepper to shoot to the sides. That's what causes the food coloring to kind of move and dance throughout. It's the change in the surface tension. So it does happen only once, at least with each time you do it. You can dump it out, refill it with stuff. With the pepper, if you put a little less water in there, it will work better. With the milk, again, kind of keep it thin, put a couple drops on top, and it'll keep working. This is a really fun one to do whenever you want, but it's just an easy example of surface tension of water changing and making stuff go away. It's not how it works to kill germs, though.
Huh.
And that's all I got for this one. All right. Lots of water, lots of fire. Jessica knows. So we're gonna try the whole like vacuum concept again, but from like a different standpoint. So plate of water, and you can try this one at home if you have all the things for it. If you get like a shallow platter, I put food coloring in it for you at home so you can hopefully see it better. A candle or two, whatever you have, and something that is not going to catch on fire or melt to then put over it. So yes, fire. So what we're gonna try to do again is the vacuum concept. Kind of like we already talked about is with fire, you need oxygen, you need a fuel source, you need the heat. So what we're gonna use here is play on the fact that once we put this over in the water, there's only so much oxygen left in the jar for the fire to consume. And that is how you get vacuums. So we're gonna put this guy over it, and the flame should stay for a little bit, but you can see
That one went out. Oh.
it worked. It creates a vacuum. So essentially it's removing the oxygen from the top part of the jar.
Wow.
Since the water, there's nowhere for that oxygen to go, there's nowhere for it to displace, it's gonna suck the water back up in there. And now you have a slightly fuller jar, the water is elevated. And now, try to take that off. Give it a little. So the vacuum makes it a little hard to take off.
Oh!
And we make a mess. Science.
Yes!
Try this one at home, this one's fun.
that was fun.
Try this one.
That was satisfying.
Take notes. Candles, water, glass jar,
Technically do it again. Huh?
and now there's smoke all coming out of there. And we're gonna do it, yeah, we can do it again. We'll do it again for a nice close-up.
Oh, I don't know. It's gonna stay lit. Oh, yeah.
We'll let him burn for a second. Cause yeah,
The wax develops.
yeah. Actually, I know, I didn't mean to do that. We're gonna dry, we'll dry them.
Okay.
Can you grab me paper towels? There you go.
Get these and let them burn.
Light them, yeah, we'll let them make sure the flames are strong. You can do it. There we go. You get done crackling. Just give me the word.
Ready.
Ready? We'll do it like at an angle.
That's so cool. Like that one got higher.
Right?
Science, man.
Science. You go home, show your mom all the stuff you learned today.
I feel like we should have made a sign that was like science with Nancy. That we just like pull out.
Right. Whenever like something works or doesn't work.
At the end of every experiment, science with Nancy.
Like handwritten
Here,
in the
I'm gonna
back.
pull it out. Oh yeah, because water might.
Yeah, you can back up a little bit. But you're missing me hiding upstairs most of the time. It's okay. I'm aware. But yeah, so some of it worked, some of it didn't. Hopefully you learned something. But yeah, kind of, I think girls in STEM is no longer a weird, it's not weird. It's not odd for a girl to be passionate about science and to want to be an engineer or a physicist or go get a PhD or work with the gross stuff that I work with every day and then have to clean up and go to court to testify to these things and work in those high pressure scenarios. I work with mostly females at the lab. Not that there's not guys who work with us, but it's mostly girls at the crime lab. So I don't think that this is going to be live where I can like interact with you, but if any of you want to get a hold of me for like how any of this worked or other ideas, since all of you are at home or those of you with kids are at home, like trying to entertain these kids and you want other at-home science experiments, I have other ones. I apologize for all of the times I made your kids slime. If you want it, I can give you the recipe and you can do it again. Sorry. But if you want to reach out to me, or if you know somebody who's in high school, in college, interested in the field of science, especially a female, contact the church, ask them for my contact information. I'm more than happy to speak with whoever or get them in touch with somebody in certain fields. I know enough people here and there that I think that the sciences are fun. Right, Jess?
This was fun.
The sciences can be fun. They can be serious. It's challenging. It is hard to go through. It took me 5 years of undergrad, 2 years of grad school, but it's fun, and I think there's a lot to learn, and there's a lot that you can do with the world around you that if you just have the perspective on what you can try, sometimes it's going to work, like the dry ice was fun. Sometimes you cannot seem to crush a can with water no matter how much you try. But, so I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something. And I hope that the rest of this conference is just as fun and it feels somehow that we're still part of a community together, even though, unfortunately, we can't be in the same room together. So thanks for watching and laughing with us. And I'm sure now is going to be the B-roll of the hours of this and all the silliness that ensued. So thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Science.
That was our closing. And somebody goes, hey, are you okay? And this is you. Come on. Come on.